Welcome to cooking cheap, easy, and tasty meals. Well, today's a cold day, so I felt it'd be a good day for a hot stew. So I'm going to make a chicken and barley stew. It'll be a little bit thicker than a soup, but you could add more water and make a soup if you want. So the first thing you want to do is turn on your heat to about medium to medium high. I'm going to add a good bit of olive oil. Cover the bottom pretty well. I like olive oil. If you watch it, you can see that it starts to shimmer a little bit. And when that happens, you're ready to add your onions and celery. And carrots. Let that cook for 3 or 4 minutes. I want to soften everything a little bit. Still stir it. I'm going to stir it occasionally just to make sure that it all gets cooked. I want to try and soften the celery and the carrots and the onions a little bit. Now during this process, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of kosher salt. And I'm going to do about 6 grinds, which is maybe a half, maybe a little more than 6 grinds, about a half teaspoon of black pepper. I like to add it as it's cooking, add it as I go along, rather than add it later. It seems to build the flavor a little more. Next we're going to add garlic. It's a little more garlic than, I think it's 3 cloves of garlic. If you don't like garlic, don't put that much in, but I do like garlic, so I wanted to make sure I got a little bit of garlic flavor in it. Let it cook for another minute or so. At this point, I'm going to add the chicken. And I'm going to add the chicken stock, which I made with better than bouillon, hoping that's going to be enough. I think I need a little bit more. I'm going to add another cup of water. Yeah, looks better. And to that, I'm going to add just a little touch of wine for flavor, white wine. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then I'm going to stir in the barley and let it cook for 30 minutes or so. But I want the chicken, since it's raw chicken, to reach 165 degrees. So I'll probably let it cook 10 or 15 minutes beyond that. Then I'm going to add the spinach. Okay, I raised the temperature just medium high, and the stew is beginning to boil. So at this point, I'm going to add a half cup of barley. This is just Quaker Oats medium barley. I think you could use any kind you like. I'm going to mix it in here. I'm going to turn the temperature down to medium-low and let it cook for about 30 minutes until the chicken's ready. But by that point, the barley ought to be getting close. So within 30 and 45 minutes, we ought to be ready. I would stir it occasionally just to make sure it cooks evenly, but at this point, it's pretty much on its own. Okay, I'm going to find a piece of chicken and see how it's doing. It's in good shape. That's good. Here's a bigger piece. Let's see. Yeah, the chicken's over 165, so we're in good shape there. Next step is we're going to add chopped spinach. Now, you could use fresh spinach, but I have found that having frozen spinach is really convenient. And that is what I'm going to add, just to make sure that the spinach cooks. With fresh spinach, I don't guess it really has to be cooked. And this probably doesn't have to be cooked. It probably just has to be warmed up. Fresh spinach, you would just stir until wilted. With this, I'm going to just let it get it up to temperature. This is a good time to check your seasonings to make sure you have enough salt and pepper. Say that's just right. So all we're going to do now is let it come back up to a boil. Then we're going to turn it off. I'm going to check the barley too. It's ready also. If you don't have an instant read thermometer, you look at the pieces of chicken and they're not pink inside, you can be pretty sure they're ready. But an instant read thermometer is a really good thing when you're cooking because it'll make sure you don't undercook important things like chicken. You definitely want to have the temperature reach 165 in chicken. You don't want it raw. Now, you could certainly add cream to this and cook it a little longer to thicken it. I'm going to put a little fresh Parmesan on top of this. And there we have it. Chicken and barley stew. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give us a like. Thank you.